Hello, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Running Around the Galaxy. I'm joined by Catherine Haley.
No,
So, we're back, and what are we doing today? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you a tiny bit of news, which is that on Thursday, Chris and Dave are streaming at 9 p.m. That's UTC, because of some circumstances that are going on. Nothing crazy. Um, but yeah, so it's going to be a little bit later on that day. And also, we've got the 500 million EC giveaway, which I've helpfully, put at the top of the screen on all the different screens for the stream tonight, so that anybody who joins knows that that's going on. So yeah, so we've got 16 entries, I believe, so far, which is awesome. 22 viewers watching us. What do you think of all that, Catherine?
it's exciting. I want to win 500 mil. Do you want to win 500 mil? EC?
I do, but
Let
the
us know in
thing
the
is,
chat.
if I won it, I would be giving it back to myself, you see. So, it would be a moment of kindness followed by a moment of selfishness, basically. Um, so yeah, yeah, I won it by yeah. I already had it. I had this sweet feeling of 500 EC burning a hole in my pocket, and another 500 million, a billion in total. But I promise you guys, I will continue to go into my pockets and add them to the Mutara Alliance fund whenever I get a decent amount of EC, so that you can all enjoy it. Because I like to think of the difference that sort of thing makes to the players that win it, because it can make a difference to them. If you have the EC cap, you've not bought the thingy to increase your EC cap, then we'll be giving you 41 lockbox keys, which is about the same value as 500 million EC. Okay, and obviously any extra EC that's left over would go to you. So, without further ado, where are we, Catherine? What are we doing in this strange purple zone? What is this place? What is this weird thing in front of us? What's going on?
So we are in the Gamma Quadrant, and this is the wormhole. So this is the Gamma side of the wormhole.
Oh my
Um,
god.
by the way, let us know in the chat what you'd spend your 500 million EC on. Really interested to know what people would intend on spending on it. Are they going to save it? Are they going to buy something with it? Let us know in the chat.
Mhm.
Um, so we are here because it just happens that there is a universal endeavor today,
Oh yes.
which covers complete 3 different Gamma Quadrant skirmishes. And this one hasn't come up for a while. And a few people have asked. I was just like, yeah, let's do this one. And then I was like, okay, let's do as many battle zones as we can in the time that we've got. So we're going to start here. We'll do a few of the skirmishes. If you want to come and meet us here, we're in instance number 4, and we're going to go round the different skirmishes. If you can bring up the map, if possible, please, for any of the area.
Okay, let's have a look at the map. The map. So we're in the blue bit. Planetary assaults. Let's move that over slightly. Herc planetary assault Karema. I seem to remember some of these being quite fiddly, like players not following the instructions, like they're supposed to drag something over to the ship or something like that.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do that one first, the blue one?
Yeah, so we're going to do the blue one first. So what you do is you to start this, you go over into the blue zone. So you have to go over into the zone,
Up and over.
up and over. Absolutely.
By the way, I was just noticing. First of all, 25 viewers, fantastic. Thank you everybody who's watching us. And Andrew Solpavonis said, with the 500 million, I would probably get some nice visual weapons, Agony for my Terran ships, Borg Plasma for my Borg ship. Chris has said, um, Chris has said, I'd buy a night. No, sorry, Dave has said I'd buy a night with Chris. Um, the sticker's not working. I don't know why they're not working. I guess they must be set up locally or something like that. So there's no way for you to sticker up my face tonight, and I haven't done anything to stop it. Okay, so don't anybody accuse me of that because I haven't changed
I
it.
think
All right.
it's I think it's a layer on the
Oh, a
that you have
layer,
to add
right,
for
okay,
Studio. Yeah.
okay.
Um,
So do we click this
so
little button here?
yeah. So what we do is we click the purple button at the right hand side, just above where it says Battle Zone Briefing and the Astrometrics. So if you left click on that, or click it,
Okay. Oh, there we go. It's popped. It's pop.
and then
It's popping.
and then you press it, and then you press the accept button.
Yep, I've done it. I've done it. I've pressed accept. What have I accepted here, Catherine? What have you got me into? What's happening? What's going
So
on?
this is going to be one of the skirmishes for the Universal Endeavour.
Long-range sensors have detected
Okay,
a
so I
massive
think it's
swarm of
just going to be a
spaceships.
case of blowing some stuff up.
Jem'Hadar will fight on the
Okay.
ground, but we want to intercept
Yeah.
them
So
up
if
close.
anyone wants to join us, you come over. We're in instance 4 in the Gamma Quadrant. We'll do a couple here before we move on.
Yeah, we're desperate to get some people around us. We wanna hang out, man. I sounded like the Great Lebowski there, didn't I? But yeah, what else we're going to do? I think later on we're going to try and find an area and get a big massive fleet get together of all the starships all together, aren't we?
100%. Yeah, we're
Um,
absolutely going to do that.
yeah.
So let's go
So
and
got to defend the orbital habitats. Look at these. These guys aren't even going for me. What is going on here? So let's see. So what's the objective here? Just basically defend the orbital habitats.
yeah, we've just got to blow stuff up.
Okay. Okay, well that's happening fairly easily. Is it just us two here? Or is there another
I think
player?
there's a few other people here as
Be
well. So
Bewell or something like that they're called.
yeah. So someone said with 500 mil, I'm further away to a Section 31 dread for my Packlid engineer sniper Section 31 man. That's pretty cool.
I like the description of that character as well.
Yeah, I quite like the themes.
Look at this Genesis planet. This Genesis planet's going to blow up at some point. Is it going to blow up in time to catch these guys, or is it going to be too early? Is it
Is
sucking
that the
them out?
Genesis? Is that the Genesis seed?
Yeah, I love this thing.
Yeah.
My weapons? Ah, it did. It blew up. It did some damage there. Well, I'm not surprised it did some damage. But yeah. There's my fire thing coming out my front of my ship there for no reason. It's just not hitting anyone. Okay, seems pretty quiet over here. Bewell, I don't know whether Bewell needs any help or not, but I guess they're sort of handling it. Let's get the not Genesis, the bioelectric wave going. Taking out a bunch of them there. 24 viewers, thank you so much for watching us. Don't forget to read the instruction in black and white on the screen. You'll see there are some instructions for a giveaway we've got running. If you type hashtag giveaway into the chat, you're up for a chance of winning 500 million. Yep, you've heard that right, 500 million EC. And to win it, you have to stick around for the stream for when we are doing that at the end, okay? Because if we if we're announcing the winner and there's nobody there, then we'll re-roll it as well, okay? The other thing is that you would need to have the EC cap unlocked on your account as well, unless you want to get 41 lockbox keys instead. It's up to you how you wanna play that. Okay. Yeah, these Herc are not doing so well right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you got science, you probably wouldn't. Oh, there's a capital ship. Let's go and get the capital ship.
Just noticed there was an announcement there, but it's like I don't know exactly what it was. Let me just check what that was.
It was a follower, I think.
Well, it seemed to say a
Maybe?
shout out, a live shout out for Chris. So there you go.
Ah, okay.
That's cool.
Redeemed shout out. Yeah, he redeemed a shout out. Hi, Chris. There's your shout out.
Hi. How are you today? How's it going? Are you enjoying the sort of not terrible Scottish weather that I'm also experiencing? It's not awful. Excuse me, sorry about that, folks. I shouldn't be coughing into the mic. I've got to remember to mute myself when I'm about to cough.
One day, Chris, you might be able to get on the stream as well. Aspire to come on the stream as well as getting a shout out.
That's it, yeah. When I grow up, I want to be a streamer. That's what I want to be, mummy and daddy. I want to be a streamer. Honestly, see when I was 5 years old, right? Back in like 1991 or whatever it was, right? I was ahead of the time, right? I was ahead of the curve. Because all the other kids were all saying things like, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a policeman. I said to the school person, the teacher, or whoever it was, they came up to me and said, alright, V, what would you like to be when you grow up? And I said, I want to be a streamer on Twitch. And they looked at me like I was insane, right? They looked at me like I was just making up words, because obviously back then in 1991 Twitch didn't exist. But that never held me back, Catherine. That never held me back at all. I knew that someday someone would invent this.
So Chris has just said, when I grow up, my streams won't crash.
Yeah, do you know, I have to say, I felt bad about that. Like that was an unfortunate scenario there, and it happens to the best of us, really. You know, technical difficulties. In fact, Chris and me had technical difficulties on one of the very early streams we were doing, where you may remember that, Catherine. You may remember that from back at the start, back in the day, a couple of months ago. You know, years ago, a couple of months ago, back when
It's
I was a
been
young
84 years.
yeah, back when I was a young man. I didn't need a walking stick to get around the place back then. And Chris and I were the microphones all stopped working, and you know we looked like we were a pair of utter buffoons, but people liked it, and I kind of liked it as well. You know, I never aspired to buffoonery, but you know what can you do? What can you do?
Shall we?
I was heading towards the green one. I don't know.
Okay,
Is
yeah,
that
that's cool.
is that right?
Yeah,
28 viewers. Awesome. Mods, by the way, can you share that Twitter link again? I'm going to ask everybody on the chat. We've got 28 viewers watching right now, and what we try and do is to promote the stream. We post a tweet up. Now, I know you might not all use Twitter, and that's fair enough, but those that do, all it is literally click the link, click retweet. That's it. Job's a good one. People, you know, enjoy this community, enjoy the stream and all that kind of thing, and are very supportive. We love that. That is a very tangible way that you can support what's going on, you know, because the more eyes that watch this, the more followers, the more subs, the more exposure, it becomes a recurring thing that goes round and round, like the circle of life, and then we have more funds, more in the fleet repository to run even more big giveaways as well. Okay, so if we could get that link shared, or I might do it just now. I might do that just now. Let me just quickly share that link again in the chat. I know I'm like someone. I know I'm kind of going on about this, but it's really important. We've got, you know, promotion is something that you guys can help with as well. Okay, so I'm putting the link in the chat right now. So if you guys could retweet that, that would be awesome. Is it highlighted in the chat? How does that work? Is it like pinned or something like that? Is it pinned already, Catherine?
Not pinned, but David did put it. Draco David did pop it in there. So someone's asked, do we have to be currently in the game to win the giveaway?
I don't see that, Dave. That's really weird. That was me that posted that. That was weird. So what was that you were saying, Catherine?
So Roscoe has asked, do we have to be currently in the game to win the giveaway? And
no, no. As long as you're as long as you're here watching and you're there taking part in the chat, that's absolutely fine. So you don't have to be in the game or anything like that. Don't worry about that. being present just means watching and taking part in the chats and stuff. Yeah, Dave, thanks for that. Thanks for pointing that out. Thanks to Chris for the bits there. Love a bit of a bitty thing going on. And no problem, Roscoe. Always happy to answer your questions. We do try to make sure we're spotting the questions as they come up. So well done for that, Catherine, spotting that question. So we're clicking the button now for the Sinister Gathering.
Yes, Sinister Gathering.
Sinister Gathering, it sounds like another name for our little stream, doesn't it? The Sinister Gathering. Two strange people come together to fly around in a virtual universe. In fact, that's almost like the trailer guy's voice. In a world where Catherine Haley and V are inside a giant thing that's covered in squares, what are they going to do? Well, I guess what we're going to do is go to Sinister Gathering.
Have you got like this have you got like this thing for talking in an American accent? Because I think you did that last stream as well.
Yeah, sometimes I like to do it. Just pretending I'm an American man. Listen, people, I'm not really Scottish. It's all an act. It's just an act to get views and clicks and stuff. Because it's so cool. You know, Scottish people are just so cool, man. They're like the coolest people on the planet. And I can say that because I'm an American, okay? So, I'm not being biased towards myself. But yeah, Scotland is like, people say America's the best country in the world, but Scotland, yeah. You know what I mean, Catherine?
To all of our American
The
viewers,
hurt swarming the
we
debris
apologise.
You don't have to apologise. I'm really an American. This is just a really well done Scottish accent, alright? Okay? I don't have to apologise for being a Scotophile or whatever you would call it. Now you get Anglophiles, a Scotophile. That's what this is. So what do we do in this again?
The
This
Hurt
one?
are swarming the debris in the sector to
Um,
gather resources.
apology moderately
We believe
accepted.
there's a Hurt flagship in there somewhere.
Okay, I can take that.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll put it this way: if you guys can do my accent as well as I can do yours, you know, that's the challenge, right? Someday when we've got the technology set up, Catherine will have an accent competition, and we'll get all these Americans in to do it. So
yeah.
don't we?
So
Don't we sort of like grab something with a tractor beam or something like that?
as far as I know, we just destroy stuff again.
Ah, but I thought. Ah, yeah. Look, there's these things next to the. See the arrows? Yeah. Oh my God! Look at that. See these arrows next to the asteroid crystals, right? I think we're supposed to like grab them or something, and then pull them towards or do something. I can't remember because that's the only way to destroy the Hurt capital ship, right? So maybe there's another player in here who.
Thank you to Salazar from Kitsuma, Mutaro's Alliance. So he's in the TFO with us. So
Oh.
he's supporting us with our endeavours.
So Salazar probably knows what's going on here. So see those asteroids, right? I'm gonna go over to one just now. Right, what's this? Oh, the Seeker bomb. Yeah. So you automatically pick them up, and what you have to do is set off the Seeker bombs close to the ship, and that's the only way that the thing gets damaged. So I've just set another one off. I think that's just hit it. So what you do is you go over to the asteroids and you basically smash them up, and then as you come over to them, you sort of pick up the Seeker bombs, right? So there we go. So I've got another. Wow, that asteroid just blew up insanely. That asteroid needs to calm down, by the way. So there we go. Chris gifted a sub. Wow. So let's get another Seeker bomb in there. Okay, it's nearly dead now. We're getting there. Do you know what I mean by the Seeker bombs, Catherine?
Yeah.
I didn't know that for ages. I had no clue about this. Honest to God, I had no clue. And I just would fly around and shoot all the enemies or whatever, and then I realised I was being a bad boy. A very bad boy by not playing the mission properly. So, there we go. Yeah, I would say thanks again, Chris, for gifting the sub. That is awesome. Awesome stuff, man. But yeah.
So that's the that's 2 of your endeavours done. So we won't do the third because we'll move on to the next one now. But that's how you do your that's how you do the universal endeavours. So it's nice and easy.
So what's this thing, Final Assault, then? What's that all about?
So once you've done 2 of them, there's 3 of them. So you do the red, the green, and the blue. And then at the end of the red, green, and blue, there is a final assault.
So are we going to do that?
And if you want to.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Also, we had Dean and Diana follow. 2 for the price of 1. 2 people. 2 names, 1 sub. I like it. So 28 viewers, thank you so much to all of you watching us right now and putting up with my awful migraine-inducing nightmare of an American accent. Catherine is probably having to take medication to get over what she's hearing live right now. Are you okay? I just want to make sure I haven't destroyed. I just noticed the message you sent me as well. By the way, yeah, what I'm going to say, Catherine, is yes, that was intentional. But I thought it was clever.
Yeah.
That's all we're going to say. So, launching Final Assault, okay? Yeah. That's what me and my friends used to say to each other towards the ends of clubbing nights when we were students. That's what we used to do.
The swarm is assaulting.
That's not true, by the way. That's me just talking rubbish. So yeah. Was it 2 subs? And so Chris has said thank you, 2 subs. It was it was 1 person with 2 names, Chris, you see. But then again, you may already know that. So, what's the story with the final assault, Catherine?
Well, basically, the Herc are assaulting again. So now we need to go and blow them up again.
Okay, and what's the deal with like the Herc? Right. I mean, I do know, but I'm going to ask the question because other people may not know. Who are these Herc folk? What's their deal?
They're a massive story arc that fills this question quite nicely. So before the Jem'Hadar were around, the founders used to experiment with other species, and you explore this in the mission, and it turns out that the Klingon legends, the Fakiri, were actually real. So they were actually like a pre-Jem'Hadar. They're like the first incarnation of Jem'Hadar, right?
Interesting, because they were first introduced in a Next Generation episode, weren't they? Where someone was pretending to be the devil of a planet, weren't they? And then they sort of became the Klingon devil. So that's amazing. So the Dominion had an impact on Klingon history way back before anybody would even have realised it.
Yep. And the Herc were a race that they tried to do the same to, but then they basically resisted, and now they're trying to kill the Dominion and everything the Dominion stands for.
So basically they despise everything the Dominion stands for then. So the Dominion are order, the Herc are chaos. Yeah.
Where have you heard that before?
I don't know, I just made it up. Is that something that has been said in the game? Like, did I accidentally do a thing? or is it referencing anything else?
Well, it's the Borg, isn't it? The Borg bringing order to chaos.
Oh yeah, the Borg Queen. We bring
Yeah.
order to chaos.
Yeah.
Data.
Right. So we are going to
Look at
now
that.
go back to the wormhole.
Can you see that, Catherine? Look. There is a ring without a planet.
Mm.
Look at that. I mean, what is that all about? That's got to be a phenomena I have never even conceived of before. Let's go down there and see if the planet appears, right? Because that's too mysterious for words. Anybody else think the planet's going to appear in the next few seconds? Cast your votes. Is it going to appear? Is it not going to appear? Is it just a ring? Oh, look, there it is. There it is. So, sorry, Catherine. I'm getting excited and distracted. So what's next?
You're like a puppy. You get distracted by everything.
That's me.
So, for those who have just joined us, we are giving away 500 million energy credits in the game Star Trek Online. All you have to do to enter is continue watching and type in giveaway #giveaway into the chat, and then you'll be entered into it.
And you have to remain till the end to be there for when we draw the prize.
Yes,
Not only that,
absolutely.
if you don't have the EC cap increase, we will give you 500 million's worth of energy, or sorry, of lockbox keys, which is basically like 41 of them or something like that. There you go, Antrusol Pavonis. #giveaway. That's how you do it. All you gotta do is type a word and stick around. I mean,
It is how you do it. So now we've basically experienced the Gamma Quadrant, which is basically one massive battle zone full of TFOs. We're going to go and have a look at some of the other battle zones in the game.
ooh.
So the first one we're going to go to is we're going to go to the Badlands, because that's quite close to where the wormhole is. So we're going to go to the wormhole, and then we're going to go to the Badlands.
I've just done a big silly thing and gone transwarp to Deep Space Nine, which I suppose is an
I see.
alternate route, but I just couldn't.
Oh, I see.
I couldn't
It's
help
like
myself.
that, is it?
Well, listen. I'm a big boy. I can go where I want to go. Okay. I can travel via transwarp. I'm grown up enough to do that now. All right. I don't have to use the wormhole if I don't want
mean,
to.
You know, I want to meet the prophets. Prophets are cool, right?
That's why I talk to Ferengi. Because they think prophets are cool too. Did you see what I did there, everyone?
I did.
Yeah.
I did see what I did there.
Do you know, I've been sitting on that line for like 7 years waiting for the moment I could use that. And the moment's finally came. Silver Quinn Seraph has put the giveaway in there. Let's have a look here. We are at 22 entries. Folks, we're doing well. We're doing well. Natasha White, it's perfect. What's perfect? The line? The Prophet's line? Is that what's perfect? Because if that's what you're saying, I am a very pleased guy. Yes, there we go. Natasha says the joke is perfect. Catherine, how does that make you feel? Because it makes me feel validated in a way I've not felt in my life before.
Sounds like a dad joke.
Well, that's a good thing because dads are awesome. So there you go. Well, some of them are, I guess. Mine is. So let's see. Natasha's pure defending me in this chat. Natasha, you're getting some brownie points from me just now.
I know.
So let's have a look at the instance. So Badlands 1, there's only one instance in the whole game. In the entirety of this game globally right now, Catherine, what does that say? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No. Shall we go and kill some Terrans?
Do you not want to comment on that? The fact there's only one instance in the whole game.
No. So this is another area where you can get your endeavors done. So if you have endeavors for destroying Terran ships, then this is generally where you'd come and do it.
Look at that
You can
wave going through everything there. I love it. I am in love with it. Well, not in love with it. Not like I'm going to marry the bioelectric wave. I just admire it. Okay. Here we go. Now, do you notice how the ships warp in, but then don't really warp in? Drives me crazy. Do you ever have that problem, Catherine?
Yeah, but it doesn't bother me much, to be honest.
Well, what it does, I guess the only thing it does, I get a bit sort of preemptive and I'm like hitting my abilities before the ships really get there, if that makes sense, because it looks like they're warping in.
You know what?
Um,
I don't think Stella's going to be very happy
I know.
that you've dumped her for a bioelectric wave console, which Dave has just mentioned as well.
I
So
know. That's what made me laugh there when I read that. I was like, wow. Yeah, sorry, Stella. I just saw this big white like light flying across the galaxy, like, you know, slamming into vessels, and it was love at first press of the button, you know. What can I say?
love at first clicky.
Yeah, love at first galaxy-ending destroying thing. It was like Khan when he saw the Genesis device, you know. It was something to die for, you know. This is getting so bad, I'm going to have to stop making these jokes. I think we're losing viewers because of my jokes, Catherine. I'm not kidding. I've set off the electrical wave again, even though I didn't have to. Is it going to hit that ship? Is it going to hit that ship? Well, I think it did.
So another interesting fact is that the Terran science and the Terran battleships can turn off your jelly mode if you run the jellyfish.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I've just noticed Natasha said, is it bad the Terran ships are one of my favourite ships? I guess it depends on, like, you know, what do you think, Catherine? Is it bad to like bad things?
I mean, double negative, right? So, you know,
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
is it bad to like bad things?
I suppose
That is good.
that sounds like the name of a 50s song or something, doesn't it? Like, you know, where they would sing about holding someone's hand on a night out like it was the most scandalous thing in the universe. Yeah. Is the arc launcher not working for anyone else? Won't connect for me. I've not had any problems with it recently. Have you tried like verifying the game's files, or is it prior to the game actually opening up, like the STO launcher? Is it the ARC one? You ever had any problems with that, Catherine?
Only when I've not had an internet connection or really poor Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Hello to Bahamut, who has joined us from Stavacor. So a lovely Stavacorian who's joined us. Welcome to the party.
Oh, here in the Badlands.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We've got Armada support in place now. Check us out.
That's it. We're not just a pretty face, are we, Catherine?
Nope.
We're a fleet of pretty faces, or an armada of pretty faces. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to say this. Well, I'm going to say this because this is one of my pet hates, Catherine. Where folk will say, "Yeah, we decimated them," or "They were decimated," and it's like, what? They were reduced by a factor of 10. Yeah. The misuse of the word decimated drives me slightly mad. So
they were Imperial units before, and now they're metric units.
Yeah, that's
decimated.
Yeah. There we go. Now that's the kind of joke that I like. Chewie, I'm sorry to hear you're having these problems with the game. That's a real shame. But hopefully you can live vicariously through us just now. and pretend that you are us. Look at me. My name is Chewie. I'm flying around really fast, putting on fireworks. I'm having a great time. There we go. Chewie, Chewie, Chewie. That's me. Look, I'm doing it for you, Chewie. Doing it for you. So, are we going to stick around here and kill some more things in this fiery nightmare, or are we going to go somewhere
Uh,
else?
We're going to go somewhere else in a moment. So we've also got someone from Regular who has joined us. So
Ooh.
that's I think that's Silver Quinn who has turned up. So welcome and thank you.
What name is Silver Quinn in here?
Yes, Silver Quinn.
Is it the same name?
Yep.
Can I-
I think his ship name is slightly different. His ship name is Lanfear.
There we go. Look, there's. Let's give Lanfear a little bit of screen time there. That Silver Quinn. There we go. Look at that. Look at these beauty shots of that ship. There we go. Oop. There we go. Look at that. Is that this? Is that the legendary? Um, the same one you've got, or is that the Titan?
No, it's the same one.
The same one? Ah, there you go. Look at
It's
all
the
of you
Akira.
guys with your fancy matching ships and all this stuff. You think you're so cool,
Well,
don't you? USS Darby. I like it. NX0404A.
can you show the ship from the other side, Veni?
I think I can, but it's like weird because of where I'm placed. Let me see if I can. Right, don't move, Silver Quinn. I'm gonna try to come over so we can get a proper view of the ship from all angles, right? Because there's something Catherine wants to point out here, which I find quite interesting, right? 32 viewers, thank you all of you. Read the message on the screen about the giveaway. So look at that, Catherine. What am I seeing here?
So you are seeing a ship that's been flipped and turned right upside down, and I'd like to take a minute and sit right here and tell you how that is the ship of the Enterprise NX-01.
Wow, it does look like the NX-01 from the bottom, doesn't it?
Yes,
And
it's
then
literally just a
it's
flipped. Yeah.
the Akira on the top, NX-01 on the bottom, Akira on the top, NX-01 on the bottom, Akira on the top. It's amazing. This is almost as fun as that giant headed thing that was dancing in front of me on the last stream. Look at that. That's a nice looking ship, isn't it? That is a nice looking ship for sure. I love the red highlights on these ships, I have to say. There's elements of the Miranda class about this ship with the little windowed sections on the left and right. Then you've got a sort of a modern take there in the middle. That's almost like from the what do you call it? Like the new constitution.
Mm.
You've got the catamaran style things in the middle that are evocative of the Akira, which obviously makes sense. You've got the torpedo thingy. Bridge is Connie refit Miranda too, yeah, it's awesome. And the engines, I like it a lot. It's a nice synthesis of the different styles there, I gotta say. And then look at my little thing over here. I don't know if it looks cool, but it feels cool.
Yeah, always looks cool.
The USS PG. Oh, look at all the mines. I've got it set to auto fire the mines. They're all just going nuts. Look, there you go. That's my little friends all dancing around me. So 33 viewers, Catherine. So where are we going now with these 33 viewers in tow?
So we are going to go to the Conga system.
What quadrant is that?
We're in the right quadrant. So, so we are going up to the. We're going to go up to the Gonkra system, also known as the Tenzaki Battle Zone.
The Zenkethi battle zone.
Yeah,
Gonkra.
So top left of this quadrant.
Yep, the good old Gonkra system.
So if you'd like to join us, we're going to go over to the Tenzaki Battle Zone.
I love the pronunciation of it. I love it. It's my favourite pronunciation I've heard so far.
What,
Unique.
Tenzeki?
So I don't know whether I've got it wrong or if Catherine's
don't
got
know.
it wrong, right? So I always say Zinkethi,
Oh, that is probably the correct one, to be honest.
whereas you've got Tenzeki, which I love. It sounds like it sounds like the plural for Grand Negasek. We've got Tenzeki over here. It's like a flock of Zeks, a flock of Grand Negaseks have shown up. Quark, you will listen to
Zenkethi.
me right now, or whatever he says, his little voice. Did you know that not only is the guy who did Grand Negasek played him the voice of the green dinosaur in Toy Story? Did you know that? But secondly, we've got 26 entries in the thing. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I put my camera off for a second because I don't want to distract everyone from the game too much. Because I feel like my face being there is too distracting sometimes. So I'm going to give you a break for 2 minutes. I was going to make a comment about the fact that I'm too handsome, but then I realised that that was so unrealistic that nobody would ever agree. So, Gone Cra. It's taken a while to get there because I can't hit the transfer. Oh, I can hit it. There we go. Sometimes the chat lands on top of the transwarp button and I can't press it. So yeah. Grand Negasek was also in Princess Bride. Yes, Roscoe, I remember that. I remember that. And I remember Scorpios22, I remember that Larry Niven thing going on with the Kzinti. They were sort of a cat-like race, weren't they? Some sort of cat-based life form or something like that. Do you remember them, Catherine?
No, not at all. So we've got very strong showing from the Klingon side this episode. So we've got Sela, who is from Kitama in the battle zone, and we've also got Najik as well. So I think he's known as Brandon on the stream. So Brandon and Sela are both here. Are you on your way?
I am. I'm almost there. I'm just slow because I'm old.
We've got another Klingon that's turned up. So welcome Gex as well. So this is going to be quite a strong turnout, this, isn't it?
Yeah. And we've got 35 viewers as well. Very pleased to say that. I'm sorry for all my coughing, folks. So enter the Zinkethi battle zone. Look at that warping
Welcome to
animation.
everyone.
Look at all these people here. Look at this. So, who have we got? Look at this fleet. Look at this for a fleet. Look at this lineup. That's what I'm talking about, by the way. Look at these people. So, are we going to follow along? Let's follow along with Sela. 36 viewers. Thank you all of you for watching. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Type hashtag giveaway for your chance to win 500 million EC. So with the Gone Crash system, instance 1, yeah, there's only one instance. So come and join us. And we're gonna...
This is where you get the Tenzeki. So if you get the endeavors for destroying the Tenzeki ships, then this is where you come.
That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. We want to get these endeavors sorted out. So we basically head over to these little thingies. And then we thingy the thingy with the thingy. And then thingy my thingolosity. That's what we do. Here's some more Zinkethi. Let's see what happens here if I set this stuff off. Let's set that off. Is it... and they died before the... Whoa! They died before the wave got to them. Did everybody see that massive flash there? That was quite incredible.
So I set my, not that it's important in any way, shape, or form, but I smashed my DPS record earlier.
Oh wow, what did you hit?
575.
Wow. Wow. See, you're entering the zone of the the very few players who reach those kinds of numbers, you know?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be part of a very small number of people?
A bit weird.
Yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it?
I
It's
mean,
like a
it's
positive to be part. Now that way, even like being part of a smaller group can like be a vulnerable thing or whatever. In this case, it's one of those where it's like it's the opposite. You're like extremely dangerous in the game.
I mean, it's a good it's a good thing in that you know it can go. I can go into any map, any mission, and maybe not for Fez or Wolf 359. I haven't tried that with this ship yet, to be honest. But you know, I know can I know I can handle. You know, I'm not leaning on anyone, relying on anyone.
Yeah, like you can carry
I
an
can s-
entire thing by yourself. Really, it's not independent what it
yeah,
is.
exactly. You know, we can open up these things to other people, which is it's enjoyable to bring others along for the ride.
Absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
3 months ago I was doing 10k DPS.
It's amazing. Like once you start to break through that, do you know what I mean? Once you start to wow, 901 hit, nearly a million there. When you break through that barrier, it's almost like you shoot up and shoot up and shoot up, and then you hit a plateau. My plateau was 800k. That's I've never gone above. Maybe a slight touch above it, but I've never really been able to do that.
Yeah.
Although I think if I did it, if I was on a nanny run, I would have hit the million by now. But I'm not so. But I'm basically retired from the DPS race now. Like I'm happy with my achievements. I'm satisfied. I'm never probably gonna. You know, this build is my favourite thing I've ever flown. I have a ball flying this thing around. I know exactly how it works. You know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You're enjoying the game, and I don't want to. I don't want to get caught up in constantly chasing over some some digital numbers.
Well, if you enjoy it, do you know what I mean? If you enjoy it. Interestingly, If the Sane has said hit a crit over 2 million with Thaleron. Do you know, I experimented with a Thaleron build at one point. It's a really interesting concept. There's a really interesting PDF or some document out there with some proper science being done, or math, I guess you could say, crunching the numbers on how a Thaleron build works. It's really interesting stuff. Using it on the Queen and Hive. I think as well. I think the Thaleron builds were hitting some of the biggest records in Infected the Conduit as well at one time, or maybe they still have like the top spots. I'm not too sure if that's the case, but I think I was hitting. I think I was getting close. I was the multiple millions with Genesis Seed. Genesis Seed was amazing in a parse. Absolutely incredible. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into that because not everybody's into that sort of thing. But well done, Catherine, for your getting towards 600. Because the thing
So
is,
Alpha Bravo Gaming 007 has asked, what is your highest DPS? So I'm not sure if he's asking us personally or, whether it's a question of, the highest DPS that someone in our Armada has. So my best pass is 575, and yours, Venny, was what, 800k? What did you say?
Yeah, 800.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, I actually got that parse on a stream with Spencer. So I was in a. You can actually go back and watch that stream. I was part of his TFO for Infected the Conduit. Pulled an 800k in there. It was over in a flash. So that was fun. I think you can. Yeah, Alpha Bravo Gaming. Yeah, he can do that to you. Got me 1.3 million. Yeah. It definitely helps. It definitely helps.
So someone
1.3 million. Wow.
I just want to get like a specific comment just up on just a sec. It's gone by now, but so I get Zethrin, I think it is Xephwryn. Zethrin. Kat, the best part is that you're able to teach us noobs enough that I made 10k DPS plus 2 weeks into the game.
Well, there you
Yep,
go.
that is why we're here. So yeah, I'm quite proud of our armada because there's been a few cases where um, where we've people have come along and um, they've been wanting to improve their DPS so that for whatever reason. So that might be whether they want to survive, whether they want to just be able to take care of themselves in an elite TFO. And so Tarkon went from 60 to 125 by changing a console and a bridge officer, I think it was.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Um, and Billy went from 20 to 60 in an afternoon.
In an afternoon. Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely it's the way forward because you give the people the tools to be able to go and get themselves stronger, and obviously we're stronger together. More people around, more people who enjoy the game. um and that's what we're all about. We I absolutely love just going through TFOs, and I love the theory crafting side of things as well. So Brand has just mentioned that I enjoy listening to theory craft as well. I do too. I like trying things out that shouldn't really work. So I think my Vorgon ships made an appearance on the stream. But that one is a 3-5 weapon. So it's got 3 at the front, 5 at the back. So it's a mine ship.
An unusual sort of build. I was just going to say, I've actually put a timer up on the screen for the giveaway. 4 minutes, 39 seconds left to get your hashtag giveaways in, folks, if you haven't already. We got up to 40 viewers, we're down to 37. We're getting close to the giveaway time now. So
Shall we find a ground somewhere to visit?
yeah, let's go to Nimbus. Why don't we go to Nimbus?
Okay.
There's El Patron has showed up. Good to see you, El Patron. Get your giveaway hashtag in there. 39 viewers. You'll see the timer on the screen, viewers. 4 minutes roughly left to get your hashtag giveaway in. That's when we're going to do the prize draw for the 500 million EC. So, Beta Quadrant. Where do I want to go? I'll just go to. I'm just going to go to the Sol system, and then I'm going to go to
That's
thingy
what
from
I'm
there.
doing.
Yeah. Thingy me thingy. What I don't get is, right, the viewer count goes up to like 40, right? And they can see a message that says 500 million EC giveaway, yeah, on the screen, and then they
Yeah.
disappear. And I keep thinking to myself, why? Why? See if I saw that, I'd be like, whoa, I'm right into that. I'm gonna put that hashtag in there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't quite. I mean, maybe some people are losing connection or something. But it kind of boggles my mind slightly. It's like, wow, what's causing that? Like, I mean, are they already rich enough or something? Like, they don't want it? Like, I mean, I wish I could feel that way. But anyway, let's get to Nimbus. Nimbus. So, Nimbus, why do you like Nimbus, Catherine? Because I'll tell you why I like it if you tell me why you like it.
Because it's an incredibly old map.
Mm.
It's so I remember Nimbus when to go into the desert, you either had to avoid the arthropods or you had to take a team of people with you in order to do it.
Yeah.
And it's it's something directly from the movies that I used to watch when I was growing up. So my mum and I used to watch the Star Trek movies, and yeah, it was very much I'm reminiscing.
Yeah, there's something about it, isn't there?
There really is.
I find the little icon for Nimbus quite interesting as well. It's like a sort of a broken planet, but it doesn't make any sense because it's not broken. Do you know what I mean? Or is it? Like, I don't think it's broken. Do you see how it's like the icon is like a little planet with like green gas all coming out of it?
So I think we're going to go to instance number 3
Okay.
of Nimbus. So if you don't know how to swap it to an instance, if you go to the place that you're going to go to, and then above your mini map, there it says the place, and then there's a hash and a number after it. So that is the instance that you're in. If you want to change it, left click and then go to change instance, and we're in instance number 3. Okay.
Okay, and I'm just going to point out that we've got 1 minute left, 39 viewers, we've got 28 entries. Okay? So put hashtag giveaway if you've not entered yet. Okay? And then we'll get that done. So 47 seconds to go. Look at this. Look at those cats dancing on the ground. What is that all about? What are those cats doing?
I've got sausage rolls brother or sister here.
I'm just... Look at the cats. Look at that. What is that all about? This is awesome. I love it when we do things like this. This is one of my favourite things in the entire game now, is party time, basically. So, 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go, folks. Oh my god, can you believe it? Let's get rid of this timer now. Look at that, live on stream, editing the display. Can you believe it? Look how cool that was. Right, okay, so let's look at this, folks. Why is the sub goal changed again? Why is that happening? I don't get that. 30 of 20 subs. Why does it do that? Let me just manage that goal because this drives me crazy. I feel like someone is changing this, like in the background, and or something's going on. Twitch is messing it around because like it should not be doing that. It's really weird. There we go. That's started again. So hopefully that's now displaying properly for you all. Anyway, here we go. Wow, Phil Desad just followed. Phil Desad, the little known brother of Marquis Desad. Did you know that, Catherine?
Not.
Yeah. So Phil is sort of less famous than the Marquis, you know. But yeah, we don't want to judge him because of the Desad connection. Phil was a nice guy. Okay. Anyway, are we ready? You ready, Catherine?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I wonder who's going to win.
Okay, if you're ready, I want you to type go in the chat. 41 viewers. Type go in the chat. I've locked the entries now, so no new entries as promised. So we've got Alpha Bravo Gaming. Go 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 go. Chewy. Les goes Ferris Elpidron. Look at that. Look at that coming in. Go go go. Phil is definitely more famous on Nimbus 3. Okay. Right, Catherine. People are all saying go. People are like, let her rip. Okay. Here goes. Edgeman. Edgeman has won 500 million EC. What do you reckon to that, Catherine?
That's amazing.
That is amazing. That is absolutely awesome. Edgemond deserves that. I wholeheartedly feel that Edgemond deserves that win.
Yeah.
Edgemond is a great member of the community. Kapla, I will say to Edgemond, as that is often. Look at this crowd, Catherine. This is awesome.
So I'm going to start shouting some names out, just so that you can say you've had your names, you've been shouted out on the stream. So, Albitron with Kafka, Billy with Crystalix at William Masters, Sella with Sella, Brandon with Bahamut, Voodoo Child with Victor. Who else have we got here? See who else we got here? Oh, V Unit, that's you, Kirk's protege.
That is me indeed.
Yeah, so yeah, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to raid someone called in fact, Natasha White. Should we raid Natasha White? Since we know her, she's been involved in the chat, yeah?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah. So let me just get that set up just now.
Oh, Silver Quinn as well. Sorry, Lanfear with Silver Quinn.
There we go.
Just wanted to shout him out.
So I'm just getting that raid set up, so just bear with me just now for a moment, folks. So Natasha White 18. That's a nice wee surprise for Natasha. Okay, so see you later, folks. It's been a pleasure. I hope you all enjoyed the stream and enjoy the raid. See you later, folks. Without you, we are nothing.